I'm wearing a Fortnite shirt. I hate Fortnite. The only reason why I'm keeping the shirt is because it glows in the dark and because my friend gave it to me. Hello. If you're new here, my name is Elena. Kappa she said. Funny story behind my last name. When I was in elementary school, back in my day, because majority of the teachers at my school were indigenous, like myself, oftentimes they would have an accent, a native accent, and they would pronounce it as Kappa she shit, which really bothered me as a kid. And there was this one time where I corrected one of the teachers who had a thick accent and would pronounce my name that way, and I was like, it's Kappa she sit, not Kappa she shit. And I got in trouble and got sent to the office. I noticed that I don't really talk much in my videos, and there's a reason behind that. It's mainly because I have a speech impediment, a stutter. It's a struggle. It's something that I've had since I was a child, and it's not necessarily something that I want to get rid of. The more I researched about it, the more it made sense as to why I have it, which is kind of sad, but it's whatever. I have it. But man, it would be nice to not have it at all, because it really messes with my articulacy when it comes to speaking my mind. In my videos, you'll hardly ever hear me stutter because I usually just edit it out, which is why in the videos, if you look back, there's a lot of jump cuts. Even now, there's probably, a couple of them. So I'm not gonna edit a portion of this clip that you're watching now, because I want you to really see how it is when I'm like actually talking. Oh my god, my stutter really comes out a lot when I'm talking. Oh my god. Do you see? And like, it's always been like this. I've tried to fix it, I guess. I've always been told to try to read aloud to myself, but I can hardly even read in the first place. My reading comprehension skills are mediocre at best. It's a lot of muscles to work on, because like it's your vocal cords, and then it's your tongue moving and your jaw moving, and then your brain is trying to read and also spit out the words. So there's just a lot, and it's really tiring when you're trying to read aloud to yourself. I don't know how you people can do it. I'm neurodivergent, so that's a big indicator as to why I have a stutter. My environment is a big part of that too, and it's just something that developed when I was a kid, and I've had it ever since. I'm not like insecure about it. Like if I stutter, I stutter. It's whatever. No one really cares. But like, I care, especially when I'm talking to my friends or my family about something that like I'm really excited about, or something that like I really want to get out. The stutter is really a setback for me. I'm trying to be more speechful. Like, I know what I want to say sometimes, but I can't get it out most of the time because of my speech impediment. It's something that I really struggle with, and it's something that, it's always going to be there. And I don't mean to sound sad about it, because like I'm not really sad about it. It's just freaking annoying to have. My friends and family are used to it at this point, but I can feel that they're trying to be patient with me when I talk, and it's so... I don't know how else to explain it. It bothers me, but not in a way that's not in an insecure way. It's just it's an annoyance. Ouch. I don't think I can get up. The chair fell back. Help. Very dumb idea. You can't see, but the chair's stuck in the ground. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This is just gonna get more stuck in the ground. Okay, no, this is a bad idea. Oh, okay. Oh, the things I do for you too. Okay. I need something to sit on. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? Did you make it over there? Yeah. Yeah. I'm recording a video. Oh. There's so much snow on my sweater. Why did I think this was a good idea? Like that took forever. It's been 6 minutes. Hey, so I have this bad habit of pulling all-nighters, and I say bad habit because like it usually means I'm in a depressive episode or I'm falling into one, and it's been like this throughout my formative years, but lately I've been figuring out how to navigate throughout this, and this is not me trying to like give you any advice. Helicopters, man. Anyway, this is not me trying to give you any advice because everyone's different. This is my experience, okay? Alright? Got that out of the way. I'm pretty sure I said this on one of my older vlogs, that it's not fun anymore, you know, to pull all-nighters. In that vlog, I was basically pulling a reverse all-nighter, where you try to stay up throughout the day, as opposed to pulling an all-nighter. I called it an all-dayer, which makes sense. But anyway, I said that it's not fun anymore, and to me that still holds a lot of truth, because I tend to miss out on a lot of things when I'm like up all night and then asleep throughout the day. And instead of FOMO, fear of missing out, it's DOMO, disappointment of missing out. And I mean, look around me. It's beautiful out here. I waited for this. Yearned for it even. Last week, I was literally wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Now look at me. I'm bundled up and it's cold. And like a couple days ago, I wasn't awake during most of the morning that it was snowing. And I didn't get to witness the first fall of snow because I would go to bed at like 6 a.m. and then wake up in the middle of the afternoon. And sometimes it was dark when I went to bed and dark when I woke up. So like, don't get me wrong. I'm able to like appreciate the things around me and in front of me. Speaking of that, let's take a moment. I really hope that one day it'll be easier to get back up and do things rather than, you know, falling back into a depressive state. Because last year around this time, I was in a heavy state of depression. And it wasn't like a woe is me type thing. Truly, it was one of the lower, if not the lowest point of my life. I stopped going to school after promising my family that I would finish it, or at least try to. I was miserable. I stopped caring about my hobbies like drawing, songwriting, cooking, baking, a lot of ing, you know. And I stopped trying overall. I was in such a depressed and dissociative state, and like nothing felt real. And it started in September, all the way through till I'd say about the end of December. At that point, I had already dropped out of high school, which devastated me because none of my siblings have graduated. So I was pretty much setting the bar. I ended up letting the bar fall, and that was a really hard thing to overcome because my opinion on school is very different to what majority of everyone else's. And I will talk about that in another video. Maybe, I don't know. It's still a sensitive topic to me. I couldn't even talk about it with my friends. That's how much of a sensitive topic it is for me. November of last year, on this day, I somehow miraculously flipped a switch in my brain. It's kind of difficult to explain, but basically, I went from being really avoidant to being really attentive. And I kept telling myself, I know better. And ever since I said that to myself and kept thinking that, it was just epiphany after epiphany. It's crazy, like, just to compare who I was last year to today. I do fall back into those states from time to time again. It's just easier now to, like, not dwell on it as much as I used to, or to, like, ruminate on what's happening and what's not happening and what could have happened. I learned a lot of patience with myself this year, and not just myself, but to those around me as well. And I'm not, like, fighting for my life in the trenches anymore. I'm talking really quietly. I don't need to be this quiet. I'm outside! The snow is really dampening the sound, and I feel like I'm being watched. Before I came outside, I went into my mom's room. I was fully dressed like this, like how I am. And she was like, where are you going? And I was like, I'm off to see the world. And then she said, where are you going, really? And I was like, the backyard. What backyard? You know, fair. That's a fair statement. Good on you, Mom. And then she asked me, why are you going outside? I want to film my YouTube video. Why? It's for fun. To be honest, I don't think this is really a fun topic, but it's whatever. I have so much more I want to say, but I didn't write it down because I didn't think of it until now, and I can't like verbalize my thoughts, especially when like I'm thinking them at the moment. But anyway, if you're like me and you're going through a tough time, if you're fighting for your life in the trenches like I was, just try to be patient with yourself. It will get better. Let it take its course. Go at your own pace, and just remember that you know better. And if you don't know better, you will know better eventually. I should go back inside now. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make some tea.